Do you recall a situation with one of the teams that you've worked on where it was a little hard? There was that strife between both teams, and then you finally were like, okay, we've got them. They're totally on board with us. We're going to win this.
Yes, I think that's a constant struggle as a product marketing. We are like very much not a little bit of afterthought in most of the places. So that's always has been a case. So I'll give an example at Heroku. So amazing company. We were working on it. We are working on a lot of products together. But there was a conflict on how, what we were like. We were trying to bring a new product to market, which we have not done. And
Right.
different personas, different target audience. So whom do we do the primary messaging on? Do we focus on engineers? Do we focus on developers? Do we focus on CTOs? Do we focus on CIOs? Do we focus on our brand? So we had a lot of confusion internally, like not confusion, but like any message you would put together, any strategy on the messaging positioning would not work with certain audience within the company, either
Right.
engineering or with your leadership or with your cross-functional teams, cross-functional products. So what I did, I actually I did a very expensive meeting. That's what I call it. I went to all my exec sponsors. I was like, hey, you know what? This is amazing, but we need to have an internal alignment so that people understand why we are positioning our product like this way. What is the umbrella message? What should be our proof points? What should be our use cases? Got everyone in a room, very simple marketing exercise where, everyone got to think about the product, what the product is, who's the competition, what is the one value you want to bring, who's the audience you're targeting. Everyone filled that slide. And then eventually, we came to a point that everyone in the room had to read their slide. And the second person who would go next had to add on top of it. So what we realized that there were some emerging themes. There were three top themes which came across, and then there were sub themes which came across.
Wow.
Everyone in this room, from engineering to QA to our product to our marketing to our corporate marketing, everyone understood where the different people are coming from our channel marketing. All the different kind of personas understood what they're bringing in. And at the same time, there was a consensus on what the positioning and messaging should be for a very difficult product. So
That's fantastic. And so at what stage did you bring that exercise forward? It sounds like it may have been a little bit later stage, but quite frankly, I could see a lot of value with that early stage and then doing it later stage as well, just to see the movement that would be happening with the strategic development in between.
yes, so you're right. We did it on the later stage. So what happened, like any company, like a startup or a big company, you find an amazing idea, all the execs meet together. This exercise was done with executive staff where there was an alignment. But the people, the engineering team, I come from a developer background. So I was like, oh, you know what? My engineering teams needs to be aligned of how we are positioning their product. They were not bought in the process early on because it was timely. It was about bringing to the market the right narrative and like making the announcement at the same time. So we did this exercise with executives first, just to understand what is our strategy looks like for the company. Then once the announcement was made and everyone in the team was really upset, and they're like, oh my God, my feedback was not taken in. I was like, no, that's not true. Even though we have made an announcement, we are still like, it's just an announcement at this point. We have not done the complete go-to market on it. We will do this exercise where your leaders will nominate certain people from every team, and we will do this expensive exercise of aligning on what is our messaging positioning look like.
That's great.
And honestly, I don't think so there's any right or wrong time.
Yeah, I think, reading your internal audience is key here in just understanding and truly not just reading. What this boils down to is internal communication. Let's face facts. And,
100%.
we all have the same North Star, that we're gunning for. It's just a matter of how we go about it and what is going to resonate.